Honestly, these past 6 months have been quite humbling for me, I'm not gonna lie. Hey guys, it's Ifeyinwa and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. I cannot believe that I have been microlocked for 30 months. It's been 2.5 years. I'm back again with another update. If this is your first time here, my name is Ifeyinwa. I make videos all about fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. I also upload weekly vlogs on Sundays. I would really like it if you check those out. If you are not already a part of the vlog fam, join the vlog fam. Let's just jump right into it because I actually have a lot to update you guys this time around. So first things first, if you are new here, I have an entire Microlocs playlist. Check it out. I pretty much guarantee that every single question you have about my hair, I've made a video on it, okay? And if by any chance I haven't, please let me know in the comments because I'm always looking for video ideas. But background, got my locks installed in Nigeria by a company called Any Braids. I maintain my locks here in the UK. I've tried a couple of locticians. The ones that I recommend are Just You Hair Boutique. If, however, you want to find your own locticians, I highly recommend the Sister Locs Registry. It's such a great resource. You can find a loctician anywhere in the world using that Sister Locs Registry, so please don't sleep on it. I found every single loctician I've ever gone to through the Sister Locs Registry or Instagram. So I hope that helps. I had 548 locks at install. I think they did the 4-point rotation, but I do not know for sure. All of my locks were completely interlocked, no twists, no braids, no palm rolling, just locks. I had 10.5 inches of completely natural hair at my install. I paid about 75,000 naira at the time. Everything is now more expensive, so you can definitely check with them. My reties here in the UK, I've paid anything from 60 to 125 pounds. It just depends on how many repairs I need, how long it takes. My reties typically take between 3 and 4 hours. In terms of maintenance, how I wash my hair, what I do to my hair, nighttime routine, how I style my hair, every single thing I've done to my locks, please again check out my Microlocs playlist. And let's jump right into today's video, okay? All right, so first thing I want to talk to you guys about is all the fun I've been having with my locks since I last saw you guys. I have got box braids, I've got faux locks, I've tried wigs, I've done a braid out, I've done updos. I've been having so much fun with my hair. I'm so happy that I'm finally at the stage where I can do that. Like, one of the main reasons why I got Microlocs over traditional locks is because they're more versatile and you can just have more fun with them. I mean, I say that. Chloe and Halle Bailey seem to be having a lot of fun with their traditional locks. I've been having a lot of fun with braids and faux locks and everything that I've mentioned earlier. However, I have made a couple of mistakes along the way, so I wanted to share some takeaways in case you are thinking about playing around with your locks. So I will say you will save yourself a lot of heartache and time if you go to someone who is used to braiding over Microlocs or doing any sort of hairstyle over Microlocs. Our hair is just a lot more bulky, our scalps are a lot more sensitive, so there's definitely a bit of a nuance. What I've learned is if you are putting any sort of attachment in your hair, extensions, whatever, make sure that they're not too heavy, especially if you're doing anything like braids where you are applying it directly to your actual lock. What happened the 2 times that I ended up having to take my hairstyles out was because they were just too heavy. I think my cutoff point going forward is going to be 3 packs of hair maximum. I have a friend who goes as far as to weigh her hair, and honestly, I am not mad at that. She doesn't put anything more than 500 grams of extensions in her hair. And knowing what I know now, I think I'm actually going to go with that. Another thing, make sure whoever does your hair, you tell them, look, no tension, don't grip my scalp, don't make it tight, like stress that. I found that my scalp is so much more sensitive than it ever used to be before I got locks, and so many of you have told me the exact same thing has happened to you. I think because we're just not used to manipulating our scalps in the way that we used to. I, for one, have gotten way more tender-headed. Now the only tightness I like is the tightness from a retie, because I know that will last for like 24 hours maximum, and honestly it doesn't even hurt. Reties don't hurt me. But braids and faux locks and all of that, like, I cannot deal with them being too tight. So that's the second thing. And the third thing I will say is I think I'm honestly developing an allergic reaction to fake hair. Every single time I put attachment or extensions in my hair, I feel really itchy. And that's something I used to experience a long time ago. You can treat your hair with apple cider vinegar or regular vinegar. I've done that before. And if you have human hair extensions, I would just wash them ahead of time just to make sure that whatever coating or whatever the chemical is that's causing the irritation, you can get rid of it. it. And another thing as well, make sure that they are not making the braids too small or putting too much weight relative to the size of the braid, because that will also apply a lot of tension that could potentially damage your hair follicles. Like, you don't want any of that. Up until this point, all I've done with my locks is leave them down and wear them this way. So I'm having so much fun with braid outs, with updos, with just anything that can kind of change the appearance of my locks, and I really want to play more with that in the future. So stay tuned, watch the vlogs, because that seems to be where I do a lot of my experimentation in real time. And yeah, like, have fun with it, okay? All right, let's talk about losing locks. That was the second thing on my list. The last time I spoke to you, which was at my my 2-year update, I had lost 2 locks. Since then, I've lost 2 more locks. I know I've speculated as to why. I've said maybe my hair's been dry, my locks are too small, maybe I'm stressed. Honestly, now I think it's just a part of the process. I don't know why, but I forgot when I filmed this video that I had already lost 2 locks prior. And that was before I did any braids. That was before I did any faux locks. That was before I did any styling to my hair. I actually have an appointment with Fenella, who is the owner of Just You Boutique. She is a Sister Locks goddess, okay? And she's going to be looking at my hair, and I'm definitely going to ask her about this. You know what? If you have any questions that you want me to ask her about Microlocs or Sister Locks in general, about my hair in general, please leave them down below, because if she says yes, I will film that process, and if she says no, I will come back and let you know what she says, okay? Because I think it's really important to actually talk to professionals in this space and see what people have to say, because there's so much variation in the response that you get depending on who you talk to. But anyway, back to losing locks. I will say that I think that locks dropping out is just a part of the process. I have had a loctician reattach those locks that fell out, but they fell out again when I washed my hair. So I was like, you know what? I'm fine if I lose locks, hair grows back. I really try not to be too attached to these things. If you guys have been following me for a while, you'll know that. And speaking of losing locks, I actually lost so many locks around my hairline. I'm going to come in and do a close-up at the end of the video, but again, if you watch the vlogs, you would have seen this in real time. The front of my hair, or my hairline, has always been prone to slippage, okay? Literally from day one. And I think I played myself. I got cocky. I started to stretch my reties. I went from my reties religiously being every 5 to 6 weeks to being every 7 to 8 weeks. And I made the mistake of coupling that with these 2 faux lock installs that I did, with washing my hair more often. I was just playing myself, and all of my locks around my hairline just unraveled. And when I literally was getting ready to go to my last retie, I was preparing myself for the questions I was going to get asked by my loctician, like, what happened? I don't know when this happened. I feel like I just woke up one day and had no locks on my hairline. So she went in and completely reinstalled all the locks around my hairline. So now I have fresh locks, and now I'm going to go back to braiding and banding. Can you imagine? I have to go back to being careful about applying moisture and oil and everything to my hairline. Like, I had just crossed that finish line, and now I'm back to square one. So learn from my mistakes, guys. Don't get cocky. Stay on top of your retie schedule and try to keep manipulation down. Like, I know all of this, but I think I got excited. I got lost in the sauce, and now I'm here to pay for my mistakes. While we're on the topic, I think I mentioned that I've been washing my hair more often. In my last update, I told you guys that I'm going to start washing my hair every 2 to 3 weeks. I think I've been washing my hair maybe every month, but I've been deep conditioning my locks every single time I wash them now, which honestly I think has really helped in preserving the moisture in my hair. And another thing I've noticed as well is that my dry scalp and my flakiness has significantly reduced, you guys. The products that I attribute that to, in addition to washing my hair more often, I'll tell you guys about the shampoos I use in a second. I'm back to using this rose water and glycerin mist. If you guys have been here for a significant amount of time, you'll know that I used to use this. Again, I got cocky. I was being cheap. I told myself that I could just use plain water, knowing fully well that water and rose water and glycerin are not the same thing. If anyone should know that, I should know that. I used to make this when I had a jowly, which, by the way, watch this space. But anyway, I brought this product back because I realized that I was playing myself, like I mentioned. Like, honestly, these past 6 months have been quite humbling for me, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, I brought this product back, and when I tell you, it made such a difference to my locks. Literally, it was like, why did you stop using this in the first place? The glycerin, the rose water, the fragrance in this, it's just a 10-10-10 product. It's not even that expensive. Again, completely playing myself. So I spritz this all over my hair, all over my scalp. I try and do this every other day, and it's really made a huge difference. I will link this down below. It's in my Amazon shop. I have a link for the US and a link for the UK. So if you can, try it out. I love this stuff. You can use it on your skin as well. And then the other product that I think has really helped with my dry scalp is the Rosemary Mint Scalp and Hair Oil by Miel. I love this stuff, okay? I love any single oil that comes with a pipette. And the main reason why I stopped using pure jojoba oil was because I wanted something that was a little bit thicker, something that was just gonna give me a little bit more. And also the rosemary, the tea tree, all that, I find that really soothing, and that's the kind of stuff that I like in my hair. And apparently it's infused with biotin and it helps to encourage growth. I can't speak to that, but I can definitely speak to the fact that I like to use this in my hair. I like the way it makes my hair feel. I think it nourishes my scalp, and honestly, the flakiness has gone down so much using those two products. And also I mentioned that I've been washing my hair more often. I think that's also helps as well, if I'm really honest. This is my favorite shampoo that I've used on my locks so far. This is the Detox Shampoo by Way. I stopped using the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap because I felt like it was a little bit drying, and again, I was just trying to strip things back and figure out what I could do to help with my dry scalp. This is not drying at all, and it also has apple cider vinegar in it. If you guys watched that wash day routine video that I made when I did an apple cider vinegar rinse, I felt like that really helps my hair, but this is just one less step. So I really like this. I also really like the Sacred Hydrating Shampoo. I did a whole video reviewing this product. I think Beyonce did her thing when it comes to this one. The other ones, jury's still out. But I love this shampoo. Let's check my nose because I've been talking off the dome this whole time. Ooh, yes. I have become more aware of the white bulbs in my hair. If you don't know what that is, okay, how can I explain this? So every single person sheds hair. We shed about 50 strands of hair a day. Most people, when they shed hair, it leaves, like it falls out of their head, right? When you have locks and you shed hair, the shed hair stays in your lock, like it infuses into your lock, and that's why our locks get thicker over time. How you know the difference between a shed hair and a broken hair is that a shed hair will still have the white bulb. So this white bulb is typically in your scalp, so you don't see it, but now these white bulbs are fused into my lock, so I can see the white bulbs. I'll try and do a close-up, hopefully you'll see it. This doesn't bother me all the time, but it bothers me sometimes. So I wanted to mention it because I think the only solution for this is to dye your hair. Let me know what you've done, if this is something that you've tried to tackle. This is something, again, that I think I might ask Fenella, because in the future I think I would potentially consider doing something. I just would like to do the most natural something, if that makes sense. And of course, now we're at the point of this video where I can talk to you guys about the most obvious difference over the past 6 months: hair length. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a side-by-side of what my hair looked like in my last update, and I'm also going to put a side-by-side of what my hair looked like in my update before that. So 18 months, 2 years, and 2.5 years. I don't really notice my hair growing on a day-to-day, but this is the first time in my journey where I've noticed that my hair is significantly longer. And if you want to know why, it's this funniest thing. I was in a Pilates class. I was doing some sort of inversion move and my hair completely covered my face. And that was when I was like, oh my God, my hair is growing longer. I know that sounds crazy, but when you watch your hair every day, it's hard to notice these things. And I also noticed that in certain things in the gym, I have to put my hair up because my hair is in the way. Like if I'm squatting, I need to put my hair up because the barbell will literally be all over my hair. So it's things like that. It's like practical applications where I've noticed that my hair is getting longer. And obviously you guys tell me all the time in videos, but for me personally, that was the first time that I noticed that my hair was longer. I also have people asking me more now if this is all my hair. I didn't used to get that before. So now I have people that will be like, oh, do you have extensions in your hair? Is that all your hair? And I think that's also because my hair is getting longer. So those are the two practical applications. But obviously with the side-by-side, you can see it better. I wanted to talk about budding as well. Similar to last month or last 6 months, I would say. The hair at the back of my head has always been the kinkiest. It's always been prone to locking the fastest. And I think that's where I have the most maturity and the most budding. However, all of my locks are not mature, especially towards the front of my hair where my hair is the most fine and the curl pattern is the loosest. Those locks are nowhere near fully maturing, okay? Like, I don't even know when or if that's ever gonna happen, but I'm not bothered. I'm just letting my hair do what it wants to do. I'm not in a hurry to speed up the maturation process. I do not mind. I forgot to tell you guys that I cut some of my locks. When I was taking out my faux locks, oh my God, if there's one thing I don't think I'll ever do again, it's the faux lock wrapping method, because that was a pain to take out. And I did this on my own because I was just so tired and so frustrated. If you look towards the front of my hair, I cut like 5 of my locks. Like, you can see there, all the curly ends in these locks are gone because I cut them. And if you compare that to like these, you can see the difference. I'm not gonna lie, I was so upset for like 5 minutes when it first happened, and then I got over it. If anyone's going to cut your hair, you might as well cut your own hair, because at least that way you can't blame anyone else. This is probably my most action-packed Microlocs update to me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know. Subscribe to my channel and let me know. Check me out on Instagram. Check me out on TikTok. If there's anything that I have not answered, or you have any other questions, or you have any other ideas for Microlocs content, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you have a question that you would like me to ask Fenella, also let me know in the comments down below. And I think that might be all I have to say. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one very soon. Stay blessed, stay safe, and take care. Bye.